It's over.
Oh, it's up.
So Carolina's going to stand
12-0.
defeated.
And they're gonna go 16.
Ron Rivera, who 2 years ago was about to be fired, it was the firing bowl between him and Frazier. Was that 3 years ago now? 3 years ago.
3 years.
3 years ago. That was the firing bowl. And now Ron
Well,
Rivera's
that was
12
before
and
the
0.
Panthers went on like
I know.
was it 9-1
But they were,
run or
Ron
whatever?
Rivera was in big trouble back
Yeah.
then. He was going to, and he and Les were big buddies, and the question was which one's going to be fired.
Captain Munderland helped turn that around. I think he forced a fumble on Adrian in that
Captain,
game.
glad to tell you about it too. If you, Adrian Peterson's one of those guys now.
He went off.
Am I happy? No, I'm not happy.
You're saying I thought he's always been like that.
No, he is, but I'm saying it's a go-to.
Yeah.
Him, Matt is great.
Yeah.
Adrian Matt is fantastic.
He wasn't very happy.
If
after
he's
today's
content,
game.
it's no fun.
See what I mean? Judd's just got this affliction, like this hatred that drives all his decisions.
No,
Yeah.
He's drawn to destruction.
2 weeks ago, we were talking about how he loves when people rip him on Twitter and tell him they're going to unfollow him, because then he just laughs.
I had a guy today.
He thinks it's hysterical.
I had a guy today send me a tweet from, or I'm sorry, it was last night. He said something like, "You're a moron, an idiot, blah, blah, blah." And I sent him back my standard, "Well, thank you very much, and Merry Christmas. Happy New Year to you and yours." To which he responded, "God, I hate you."
So,
So I retweeted him again.
is this awkward that Andrew's sitting in the room right here as you
Yeah.
as you tell
wasn't
me about
Krammer.
this
I couldn't
exchange?
hold it if it was Kramer. Kramer likes
He doesn't
me.
know that I have like 5 different Twitter accounts
Yep.
that I just used to
Yep.
pelt Judd with.
If you did, I'd be
Different ones.
disappointed,
I
because
bounced
that would
around.
mean that true hate doesn't exist and that you're just... Trolling's no fun. I want real hate.
Some silver linings from Sunday, boys. Do you mind if I read a couple off to you?
Go right ahead.
There are silver linings.
I got a lot of tweets with a lot of creative and clever silver
linings.
linings after the Vikings blowout loss.
Go right ahead.
Our friend Brian Murphy says, next they're going somewhere sunny and warm. That's
I like that.
definitely a positive.
And it's only in like 4 days.
Yeah,
Yep.
they don't have to wait very long.
They
Not
don't
even
have
a
to
whole
wait
week.
to get shellacked again, maybe.
Well, get out of this December weather, though. Maybe the more important thing that you're trying to overlook here with your football talk. Can't get worse than it already is. There's that.
I've said that in my dating life a few times.
Yeah, that's. I've actually seen your
did that?
profile.
Who tweeted you that? Who
That
said
was
it
our
can't get
friend
worse?
Top Johnny.
It can get a lot worse, Top Johnny. I mean, today you can't, but
Let
it
the
can get a
NFL's
lot
Grim
worse.
Reaper tell you. It
Yeah,
can
I
get a
could-
lot worse.
But I think that's what he was referring to. I think he's talking about
All I-
Sunday's loss
All I
to the
know is
Seahawks.
what I saw from the running back after the game in the locker room today leads me to believe that it could get worse.
Ready to espouse another theory if you guys are okay with that.
I'm ready.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, you guys always seem hesitant.
Well, is this a
to hear
silver
my
lining
theories.
that you're reading? I want to hear a Derek Wetmore theory.
Our friend
The
Jeffrey
Twitterverse.
shared this one. It might be the last season for the overrated and past his prime Norv Turned and his circa 1995 offense. I believe he means Turner. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt that he knows the offensive
Yep.
coordinator's last name. And I don't know that I exactly agree with him, because there are games in which the Vikings offense looks great, even despite a leaky offensive line. There are some maddening things that Turner does that I don't know that he's maximized all the pieces.
I think if there's one legitimate critique on Norv Turner, just a broad theory, to me it's the fact that we saw Teddy Bridgewater and what he was capable of doing. The 66 completion percentage his rookie year, the things he did well, he was pushing the ball downfield. He averaged nearly 9 yards per throw in his last 5 starts last year. Where is that mixing in with the Adrian Peterson offense?
How much of this should be blamed on one person? Because here's my question. The Vikings, and I know that they thought they were doing the right thing, and they probably were. They're 8-4. Keep in mind, okay? I mean, this is a team that's still going up the hill. They're not there yet. So this season is a success right now. I mean, the loss to the Seahawks hurts, but it's a success. But how much are we trying to blame one person for the fact that the Vikings, whether they knew it or not, are marrying two very different things, which is what Bridgewater does well in his skill set, Kramer, with Peterson. And the marriage between the two of them doesn't necessarily work that well. So I guess my point is, would another offensive coordinator come in and say, oh, okay, here's how we're going to make you both successful at the same time? In Norv's defense, I don't know how simple that would be to do.
No, and there's really no silver lining, as Derek would like to bring up for us
Hey,
to pinpoint.
I think I've given you plenty.
Well, and they are 8-4,
got two
not
more.
4-8. In fairness, I mean, this team is not a train wreck.
No,
by any
they're
means.
not.
Today's game, Sunday's game against the Seahawks, was a train
I
wreck.
feel like
days.
they have overachieved to where we thought they would be at this point, correct? And a lot of it has to do with how Mike Zimmer's defense has played and with how Adrian has run. It's just their weak points are so obvious, in that when they lose bad. What's your silver lining? Wetmore?
There's two
Two of
more
them?
great ones. My favorite, probably my whole favorite, Socrates is Toga, which is a great Twitter handle, by the way. One of my favorites. Said that the 2011 Super Bowl champion New York Football Giants, they lost to the Saints in Week 12, 49-24. So Super Bowl or bust
saying
here,
there's a
here on
chance.
out for the Vikings.
You're saying there's a chance. Jerk McKinnon ran kind of well.
There's a silver lining.
Boom.
No, here's your silver lining
What?
there. Would you got, and this is what I said, second half of that game today, would you have gone to Peterson? Now, I think he only carried 3 times, but
Yeah, in the second
would you
half.
have gone to him and said, Adrian, I'm sorry, but the second half is entirely the Bridgewater offense?
I thought you were going to say we traded you to Dallas for Tony Romo.
No, for first round pick. I'd pull the trigger on that in a heartbeat. But would you have gone to Peterson, or basically said, I'm going to go to the McKinnon Asiata offense, pistol and running back for Bridgewater. We are not going to do anything
Yeah.
that goes against Bridgewater's strengths.
I think he
Peterson
might have been happy.
He might have lit the sideline on fire.
Right. Well,
he might have actually.
He probably almost did
Yeah,
anyway.
he
so-
probably
Shut it
almost did.
down. Let's
know.
go home.
I don't know.
He's using one of the heaters and like putting towels in front of it to try and start a fire. I could see him doing that.
Kerosene out.
Just dumping it on there. I could see that.
It didn't snow on Sunday,
Boom.
so
You're full of positivity.
there's that.
People call sports writers cynical.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm sorry, is it didn't snow from your list of things?
Oh yeah, of
or did you
course.
think
I'm
it out?
stealing all of
We
these.
need an original
None of these
thought.
are mine.
Are you going to do any original work
No.
on this?
I'm the middleman.
You see what he did here? He put out that tweet in the game knowing that all my prep work now will be done for this video, which I have to do after the game. He did that all knowing it, and now
I'm
he's
just impressed
totally
that you got
succeeded.
any silver linings whatsoever on a day where Twitter was a complete dumpster fire with people
Yeah.
calling for. I got a tweet in the third or fourth quarter saying, when's the Heat going to get turned up on Norv now? I tweeted the person back, I think it has already.
In about 30 minutes when Adrian talks to the press after the game.
My favorite was somebody told me they needed a bench Bridgewater, Fusco, and Blanton, and I said,
Fusco, and Blanton.
for who?
Yeah. For Zulgad,
For-
Krammer,
and
and
Wetmore.
Wetmore.
You would play Fusco's spot.
I don't know.
Which one of us is the QB and safety, Wetmore?
Yeah, I don't think I want to be Blanton after that hit he took from his own teammate. On
If I was Bridgewater or Fusco, I would sue the person that tweeted that for putting me in the same sentence as Robert Blanton.
Yes.
That would, yeah, Blanton, that was funny. Who took that penalty? Who got the penalty?
Exum.
Antone Exum. Your
Who
guy.
actually, if they
You got to
called
say his name.
that rule,
What's his first name, Judd?
Antone Exum.
There he
Oh,
is.
he did it.
Silver lining.
did it.
If they
We're
had-
racking him up today.
If they had called that truthfully, that rule should be targeting your own teammate. That's what that was.
I
Exum
thought-
targeted
I thought, like,
Blanton,
they
and I
kind of-
can't say I object.
Wait, are you actually saying that Exum saw Ricardo Lockett pulling like a 40-yard catch and said, I see Blanton there.
I'm saying- I'm saying-
taking him out.
I'm saying-
There's my starter's job right there.
Exum's been
Except
around.
Exum's like the reserve bottom of the depth chart.
Exum's seen Blanton play enough that he said to himself, I don't care about this Seattle receiver, but it might help the coaching staff if I take Blanton out.
This is
Oh,
like
you mean
the,
they might be happy with him?
Right.
this is like the kicker.
Do you want to play Robert Blanton?
The backup kicker in college who stabbed the starter in the leg.
Wait, did that actually happen?
Yeah, it happened.
Yeah.
And he got caught. So he didn't get to start. Like his
Wait,
intentions.
he Jeff Galooly. Wait, like they actually really?
Worse than a Galooly.
It is
That was a
stab. Like
hit
he
on the
actually
knee.
stabbed him.
I'm pretty sure.
Tanya Harding style. Like
I would have
lead
to.
pipe?
Why?
Yeah.
I would have to go back and look up the news story, but I'm pretty sure there was a backup kicker in the last 10 years
Yep.
who stabbed the starter so that he could start on Saturday.
Personal foul, targeting your inferior teammate. Number, whatever Exum's number is.
Joke's on you. He had a bonus in his contract for doing that.
Joke's on me. I agree. I have no problem with it. That it for silver linings?
That's all I got.
Good.
Oh, wait, here is one more. Corzo, our buddy Scott Korzanowski, said midway through the second half, so far, no deaths. That trend did hold up through the rest of the second half.